little sense of what the area looks like here. We're heading towards Westridge, where those two vehicles are going. Soyuz straight ahead, Beaverdale rather. Just stopped at Beaverdale for lunch at the general store there. Really nice little town. This is the Wild West kind of mountain scenery going on back here. Relatively recent forest fire activity back here. So this is what you're seeing with these trees at ground level here. It was all decimated by fire. But always recovers. It's in the process of doing that now. So let's carry on to, like that sign up there says, I don't know if you can read that, Rock Creek. Stopped in a little town called Midway. Been here before. Never really explored the area at all. The main road is kind of that way, and you just drive through. And if you're not familiar with the place at all, I can't think of a reason why you would stop here. Maybe to grab a bite. Sorry, I got a sucker one here. Grab a bite, go to the washroom, something like that. But turns out, just like Sicamous and most of these other little towns that I've explored, this is a beautiful little spot. So we're gonna go for a little wander here and see what all we can find. I've taken a few photos already. We'll see what there is to see here in Midway. So you've got this amazing natural scenery out here. Nothing but space. God, they have a lot of room back here. And this is the Midway Community Garden, where it looks like people get little plots and they do their thing. Looks like a great thing. Gated in, water supply to all of them. Okanagan sun, so it's perfect. And then we check out some of the florals they got going here. Not bad. There were signs down here, and you go in there, where I'm pointing in there, and it's supposed to be a river walk, but that's right there, that's private property. That's somebody's house. There's a couple of kids sitting on the front yard. So you pull in and you're supposed to walk through their property to this thing, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of loose, to be honest with you. Kind of had a weird feel. So I turned around, didn't bother with the river walk. This long, straight stretch here. I'm not 100%, but there's old Betsy making a lot of noise in the summer heat. That's the hockey rink, cultural hub of Midway, all year round. So there's your airport wind indicator thing. So I'm guessing that's the grass field, is it? I don't know. And I guess in a pinch, this long straight stretch here could be the runway. I think that might be the case. You see that as a younger guy and you think, okay, we're racing. Doesn't matter what, we're racing something. Bicycle, go-kart, tricycle, whatever. You gotta stretch like that, you gotta race. I don't know how much more there is to explore in Midway, to be honest, but we'll have a look and see if we can at least get some more of this beautiful scenery here. It's a great town. Here's a neat little spot. This old hotel in this town of Midway. Mountain views in the background. A little better view of it across the street here. It's old. And that sign there, my finger's too big, it says customs. That's the US border. So that's how close we are to that. We won't be doing that today, but we will be doing that soon. Anyway, there's a really neat antique hotel here in this little town of Midway. And then this amazing scenery. This guy's put some effort into that yard. I wonder if he's retired. It's downtown Midway. Neat little town. So, just up this road is the US border. And the hours are 9 to 5. So what happens after 5, I wonder? They don't bother checking you? I doubt it. But who knows? And then over here, got the mountains going. Sorry about my loud car. And these really picturesque, tight little farms, wheat farms going. A car coming down the road. Sign indicating West Kootenay District. So that's where we are. And then beautiful hike mountains up there, and then this gets us back to Highway 3, which is where we're going to go, and we're just going to carry on. I'm kind of tempted. No, that's the border actually right there. That's America right there, across that border right there. So I'm not going to bother with that because they'll fire a heat-seeking missile at my car or something if I look at them wrong. I'm kidding, guys. I go across the border to buy lottery tickets all the time. We're going to be doing that again sometime soon. When the draws get above 500 million US, so $500 million US, you're crazy not to just drive 10 minutes that way, grab a ticket, come back, we're good. I think this is it for Midway, guys. I don't know, other than the scenery. Incredible scenery that it is. I don't know if there's much else to explore here. And I do kind of want to keep carrying on, so let's head up this road to Highway 3. That's a neat little thing. I have no idea what it's about. Let me know in the comments if you have any idea. Life sustenance. Pyramidal structure. And then some kind of a symbol going on. There are a few others on this property. This is just some random property outside of Midway. There's a little more of the scenery. This is Highway 3. We're going to carry on here. Wind noise as usual. Still haven't got that road mic sorted. But we're going to keep going here. We're going to head up that way and carry on this interesting random road trip of a day. Just about ready to call it here from beautiful Midway, BC. Gonna go that way up Highway 33. Have no idea what's up there. Greenwood. There's a town called Greenwood. Excuse me, burping on YouTube. Oh my god. There was a guy, by the way, this Toronto Reggae.ca, I think I've shouted out to this before, belongs to a friend of mine. anything reggae related in the Greater Toronto area is found on that website. And he's also a producer. He produces reggae music, so it's a perfect source for that. I got to do this quick because I'm trying to do this with the car off for the background noise, but it's too hot, as you can tell. It's I don't know, 37 degrees or something in this car, so I got to do this quick. Midway's interesting. What fascinates me about little communities like that, any little community I've ever visited, the scenery's good, the history's not bad, you know, maybe some politics in there or whatever's going on, but the interpersonal dynamics in these little communities are what fascinate me. I saw a guy, and he came out of that motel place I showed, the really old structure. There's a pub on the first floor of that, or something that serves alcohol. Anyway, the guy came out, and I got a heartbroken feel off the guy. It's not funny. I'm not laughing at this guy's duress, but guy had long hair, kind of getting older, this guy. And I got the distinct feeling that he had just had his heart broken. And I was incredibly curious to find out what the reality was there. And the circumstances surrounding this guy walking out of this small town motel, hotel, pub, diner with a broken heart. The story behind that is what really fascinates me about these little communities. Another aspect of it that is inevitable there would be folks here that were sort of the prominent members of the community, financially and influence and otherwise. In a remote place like this, previous generations, there's an incredible vintage, almost at a room, previous generations, in a remote spot like this, the wealthier, more prominent, more established elements of the town socially would have been agrarian, large-scale farming, wheat harvesting, rentals, or whatever they did. I don't know a lot about the farming industry, but that would have been it previously. It's probably a multi-generational thing as well, where for several generations, the ones that stayed here were in, to an extent anyway, a pecking order in the community. And that stuff fascinates me as well, because inevitably you have people that, especially in the modern era where we have more opportunity than we have ever had in history, you would get people, kid learns how to code, let's say, expert level coder, now he's making way more than all of the 3-generation influencers made in this town, because he's got these modern era skills that they don't, right? So fascinating interpersonal dynamics that go on in these small communities are what particularly interests me in these little spots. And I was made aware of a few of them there. There were some other scenarios that I witnessed briefly that were very interesting to me. And I'm starting to get a really good sweat going in my hot car, trying to keep out the sound. So let's keep going. For God's sakes, open the windows. And we'll head up Highway 3 to, I believe it's Greenwood. And last time I was there, I got like a meth feel off that little place. So we'll see if they cleaned that up yet or not. We'll go see Greenwood.